Now, Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed optimism that Africa's plan to restore over 100 million hectares of degraded landscape for productive agriculture is achievable. He made this remark on Monday in Glasgow, Scotland, at a side event of the Climate Change Summit, COP26, on the Great Green Wall, co-hosted by French President Emmanuel Macron, the Prince of Wales, and the Mauritanian President Mohamed Ould Ghazouani. Modu reports.
Nigeria will soon assume the leadership of the Conference of Heads of State and Government of the Pan-African Agency of the Great Green Wall. This side event at COP26, titled Accelerating Land Restoration in Africa, the Case of the Great Green Wall Initiative, is to ascertain if its goal of restoring over 100 million hectares of degraded landscape for productive agriculture is still on course. President Buhari believes it is, and that Nigeria will expand the achievements of the GGW program in Africa and advance it beyond the enviable strides attained under the leadership of the President of Mauritania, Mohamed Ould Ghazouani.
Restoration in Africa with the Horizon 2030 and the Great Green Wall Initiative that we relaunched, I would say, in January and presided by President of Mauritania. So 10 months after the One Planet Summit on biodiversity, I'm very happy to be here with you. Now the question and the purpose of this meeting is to prepare the next steps.
Will require the big global agri-industrial corporations to revise their operating models to benefit both biodiversity and small-scale farmers. Our objective, ladies and gentlemen, is to transform the lives and livelihoods of millions of smallholder farmers, landowners and fishermen, along with rural and coastal communities all around the world.
President Buhari reminds the gathering about the 4th edition of the One Planet Summit on Biodiversity, organized by the French government in Paris, France, on 11 January 2021. Among its outcomes was the pledge of $19.6 billion by a coalition of international communities to upscale the implementation of the Great Green Wall Initiative in Africa. On the margins of COP26, President Buhari also toured the Nigerian pavilion
and concerted efforts at land restoration by African leaders. I am optimistic that Africa's ambition to restoring over 100 million hectares of degraded landscape for productive agriculture is achievable. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to inform you that Nigeria will soon be assuming the leadership of Conference of Heads of State and Government of the Pan-African Agency of the Great Green Wall.
At the pavilion, the President also held a bilateral meeting with the Executive Secretary of the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, Mr. Ibrahim Thiaw. They exchanged views on the challenges of desertification, along with climate change and loss of biodiversity in Africa, the need to recharge the Lake Chad, and the UNCCD support for the GGW initiative. In his remarks, Mr. Thiaw expressed confidence that the implementation of the GGW initiative will prevent and reverse degradation of the ecosystem in the affected countries, while improving the living conditions of the affected communities.
The Nigerian government is to prioritize the use of technology and education in local communities to address the effects of drought, desertification, and climate change. 11 countries have been chosen as intervention zones for the Great Green Wall Initiative. Modu, TVC News, Glasgow.